I can do good as well, whatever tad bit that I can do.
It is very necessary to have a very frank counseling.
I think the work that we do, it's very real. You can see that it's sort of answering a very real need.
Inner satisfaction I would get only when I do something which I can start and which I can continue.
Lot of hurdles to cross if you want to sustain yourself in social space.
Every minute is a challenge for us.
Pallavi, I have an MBA in marketing. I'm a freelance marketing consultant. I'd worked in a corporate role for 7 years, and I'd reached this stage in life where I was, thinking what is it that I want to do, and when you work in the corporate world, you put in a lot of hours and a lot of your life into it, and you don't really see yourself making the work or the hours you're putting in make any kind of impact. So, at that point of time, I was working quite closely with the World Economic Forum, and that is how I started knowing about the social development space. So, I quit my job, and I wasn't really sure what I want to do. And so, I started experimenting to figure out, and I started doing a couple of projects in sustainable development. And I realized I was happier, putting in energy and effort into something which would, even if it is a tiny impact getting created somewhere, making a difference, which made me happy and feel satisfied with what I was doing with my life. No, I spend about 50 to 70% of my time in the social sector, and rest on regular projects. Predominantly for the money, because working in the social sector does not really pay well. A lot of the projects I do are very interesting, but the money is really low, and so that is how I manage to sustain myself. It is also a really stress when you don't have the money coming in. So while you may be very excited about a project, you also need to pay your bills. See, projects come in often, but what usually happens is the money is really low, and in terms of what a regular corporate job would pay, because a lot of them are probably NGOs or they are startups which may have a very great idea but can't really afford you. So the project flow is there, but it is always how you the time you have to put in and the return on it, which is the tricky part. For me personally, I was in that stage where I needed time to spend with myself to figure out what I want to do in life. This freelancing and consulting has given me that flexibility and time. So if I am working, say, 70% of my time on a project, I still have that 30% to do things which I want to do. It could be just reading or traveling. So that is what attracts me to this way of working.